My parents bought my sister a brand new Tesla for her promotion. I got promoted too, they sent a thumbs up emoji. I didn't respond years later. My sister's boyfriend saw me at a luxury car dealership. My sister Vivian has been the son my parents orbit around since the day she was born. I came first by 3 years, but you wouldn't know it from how they treated us. When Vivian made honor roll in 7th grade, they threw a dinner party with 40 guests. I graduated valedictorian. My dad said good job without looking up from his phone. When Vivian got into a state school with average grades, they redecorated her dorm with $2,000 worth of furniture. When I got a full scholarship to an engineering program, my mom asked if I could help move Vivian in first, since her school started earlier. I stopped keeping score around age 20 because it was making me sick. Then the promotions happened. Vivian got bumped to senior associate at her marketing firm. Good job, decent salary. Nothing extraordinary. My parents drove a brand new Tesla Model Y to her apartment with a giant red bow on the hood. They filmed the whole thing and screamed and cried and hugged them, while my mom posted the video with the caption, "So proud of our baby girl." 3 weeks later, I got promoted to lead systems architect at my company, a role with a $40,000 raise and my own team of 12 engineers. I called my parents that evening. My mom picked up mid-sentence about Vivian's Tesla and how she loved the heated seats. I waited, then told her my news. She said, "That's great, honey," and passed the phone to my dad, who said congratulations, then asked if I could fix Vivian's Wi-Fi router next time I visited. That night my dad sent a thumbs up emoji in the family group chat. No call, no dinner, no card, just a yellow thumb on a screen. I stared at it for 20 minutes, then put my phone in a drawer and never responded. I stopped calling, stopped visiting, stopped showing up to the Sunday dinners, where I'd sit invisible, while they celebrated every detail of Vivian's life, like she was saving the world. Instead of running social media for a mid-sized firm, nobody noticed for 3 months. Vivian texted asking where I'd been and I said work was busy. She sent a frowny face and never followed up. She'd never had to fight for anyone's attention, so she didn't recognize when someone stopped fighting for it. I poured everything into my career, because it was the only place effort actually produced results. Within 2 years I'd been promoted twice more. I built a cybersecurity system that saved my company $11 million during a data breach, and they rewarded me with stock options that made my hands shake reading the paperwork. I bought a house in cash, no mortgage, no debt. I still drove my old Honda, because nobody ever handed me anything with a bow on it, so I learned to earn what I wanted and appreciate what I chose for myself. Last Saturday, I walked into a luxury dealership and sat in a Porsche Cayenne, not because I needed it, but because I'd earned the right to sit in anything I wanted, and know I could drive it home. I was adjusting the mirrors when a voice behind me said, "Wait, is that you, Devin?" Vivian's boyfriend stood there holding a coffee from the dealership lounge, looking completely stunned. "What are you doing here?" he asked, like I'd wandered into the wrong building looking at cars. He laughed nervously, "No offense, but this place starts at 6 figures. I didn't know you were doing like that." I didn't respond. He shifted on his feet, like he was recalculating everything he thought he knew about me. The salesman walked over and told me my financing paperwork was approved. Whenever I was ready to finalize, Devin stopped laughing. "You're actually buying one of these." I looked at him, deciding between this and the GT. He pulled out his phone and started texting someone I already knew who. 10 minutes later my phone buzzed 3 times in a row. "Vivian first," Devin says. "You're at a Porsche dealership. Since when can you afford that?" "Lowell, my mom second, honey." "Is that true? Call me please. We miss you." My dad third. "We should catch up, son. It's been way too long." 3 messages in 10 minutes after 4 years of silence. 4 years of thumbs up emojis and forgotten milestones, and being treated like a background character in my own family. They weren't reaching out because they were proud. They were reaching out because they were stunned that the kid they ignored had quietly built something bigger than anything they ever handed. Vivian, I looked at those messages for a long time, sitting in the driver's seat of that Porsche. Then I signed the paperwork, drove it home and put my phone back in the drawer. Full story in the bio.